Razaban from FightHype.com. I've got the Magic Man. Looks a bit tired today, Paulie. How are we doing first?
I'm good, I'm good. I'm just excited about the fight.
A lot of reaction actually from that weigh-in just now about how Golovkin's body kind of actions and the way he was just looked a bit quiet, not much coming from him. Is that just...
I'll tell you, when you're making weight and then you have to stay an hour in traffic on the way to the weigh-in, you'll probably be a little pissed off. I don't look much into it, you know. I just look probably more like he just wants to get the weigh-in out of the way and go get rest, you know. He's kind of far away from the hotel and from the O2 Arena, you know, from where the weigh-in is as well. You know, so I would say, you know, you're making weight, you may be a little irritated, then you sit in traffic for over an hour, you're probably a little bit irritated. I don't rate much into it. You know, Brook looked a lot healthier at welterweight. I mean, at middleweight, I'll say that from when he looks at welterweight, but he still looked like a smaller guy to me. Golovkin still looked bigger to me out of the two.
Both looking healthy. You said Brook looks good. Do you think that's the weight that he's going to stay at now?
I think he can make junior middleweight. I think he'll make light middleweight, you know. But we'll see. We'll see how he does tomorrow night too. But maybe if he shocks the world, I'm sure maybe he'll stay at 160 pounds. So we'll see.
So the talking's done, the prep's done, all the media workouts are done now. We're now ready for fight night on Saturday night, Paulie. We're all excited to see what's going to happen. What's the prediction?
Now's the fun part, right? It's hard to pick against Golovkin, but you know, Brook does have some trickery to his style, and I think it's going to be more important for Brook to be tricky than it is to look for the power. You know, it's hard for a guy to come up and weigh 2 weight classes, especially, and carry the same power he had at the original weight. So, you know, you gotta understand Golovkin's used to getting hit from natural middleweights. So, you know, a guy who's a natural welterweight coming up, maybe a natural late middle, regardless, coming up his power is gonna dissipate a little bit. But I think Brook can show some craftiness. I think he can even show some extra fluidity because he's less drained at the weight, and maybe that craftiness can help confuse Golovkin a little bit. It's hard to pick against Golovkin, but I want to see if Brook can reveal some things about Golovkin and frustrate him. And then what happens if Golovkin is frustrated? You know, Golovkin's used to winning every second of every round. What happens if he's not? Does he make mistakes? Does he start to reach? Does he start to get frustrated? You know, we've never seen that. Maybe Brook is the guy to bring that out of him. Maybe he's not. But I think he does have the talent. He's talented enough to do it.
We always talk about Golovkin's power, but does Kell possess the power to knock out Golovkin?
At middleweight, I'm not sure. I think Kell at welterweight has the power to knock out a lot of guys. You know, but I don't know if the middleweight, bringing up that kind of power to middleweight, to a solid middleweight who seems to have a pretty good chin in Golovkin, you're going to be able to knock him out. He's crafty enough to where he can definitely get his attention though, and sharpshoot him. And again, maybe that frustration, maybe that can bring out the frustration in him. Frustration breeds errors, and errors get you hit more. So.